Well, Sal, a 2-1 defeat here at Brunton Park. Football's a cruel game at times, isn't it?
Yeah, I think for us, we've done enough to, definitely not lose the game. We've missed some really golden chances to put the game out of sight for Carlisle, but that happens. If we don't take our chances, that happens. It's a sucker blow for us right almost at the death of the game. It's a bitter pill to take. Yes, there's a bit of fatigue in there and tiredness, but it's the same for both sides. I think for us, it's the case of really, we have to get clinical in front of goal, especially when it's shots that we just have to really, concentrate and get on target.
We did make the perfect start, of course. Scott Wilson, his third goal in the last two games. Great strike, wasn't it?
Fantastic. He's taken it well. He's he's in a good form. He's hot in front of goal. He's training really well. That's the plus for us. I think for us, we kind of went away, especially in the first half, of how we should be playing and how we created that goal. We kind of went away from that, we brought it back a little bit in the second half, but that's the disappointing thing for me, because we weren't really looking for that ball again that got us our first goal.
You mentioned that we moved away from the game where we scored in the third minute. Kieran made some wonderful saves in the first half.
Yeah.
Overall, were you happy at half time?
No, yes, yeah. I think for us, for playing wise, but for us, with the situation in front of goal, we should be more clinical in front of goal. That's what I have to start working on that in many different ways. But I think that's the kind of thing that annoyed me a little bit, is that the chances we've had.
Just before the interval, of course, parity was restored. Did that in any way change your half-time team talk, or was it just a matter of keep on doing what you're doing, but as you say, be more clinical in front of the goal?
Yeah, I think for the second half, I think I changed the system. Well, no, I was going to keep it the same, but obviously their backline had a bit too much time in the play on the ball, so I kind of changed it with just having two up front, and that kind of helped us nullify their backline. They've done really well to kind of come back and win the game. Hats off for them, and to put the ball in. We weren't really tight at the back, not really shutting the ball down. He's put a good cross in. We're not really alive. So, a little bit tiredness has crept in, but we'll have to go again. I think that's football. But it's a tough pill. It's a bitter pill to take, because it's so late on, and we've worked our socks off, and I think we definitely deserve the draw. But that's football. Sometimes you don't always get what you want.
If you were a neutral watching, particularly the second half, so I think you would probably say that it was a very entertaining game. But with that, obviously Carlisle have come into the game on the back of several good results. Does that please you in a way that we've more than matched them here today? Yeah,
obviously, they've kind of put a lot of goals against opposition, and they're in the game. They know they're in the game, and for us, we've had really good chances away from home, and that's a pleasing thing for me, really, because we've created chances. We just now got to stick them in the net.
Putting the game into a little bit of context, we've had a good December, and does that give you a lot of optimism going into 2019?
It does, but obviously, I'm looking at the squad, and we are down to the bare bones. So, regardless if it's suspensions or injuries, I have to look at that scenario, and we have to change that very quickly. We need fit players through the door. We have to look at lots of stuff. January is going to be a busy month for not only playing wise, but seeing if we can get some players in, because some of our players are going to be out for 4 weeks to 8 weeks, and obviously that's hurt us big time. Some of the important players are out, either suspension or long-term injuries.
Brilliant. Thank you, Sal.
Thank you.